Recently, I realized that over the last decade, I've been building a one-person empire. I didn't really have the language for that at the time, but when I cast my eye back over the last 10 years of running a consultant business, what I realized is that I've never had more than one employee. I've done all of the sales calls myself. I've done all the delivery and coaching, and I've had a business of freedom and leverage. Now, yes, when I look at my friends, I've got colleagues who are building a, 2, 3, 4, 500K per month business. And for a long time, I used to think about why haven't I built something of scale where I've got a big office and I've got 10 or 15 or 20 employees and I've got closers and setters and I'm managing and meetings all of the time. And what I began to realize was it was never really an alignment for me to build something like that. I am happy with building a business that allows me the freedom of canceling my day if I want. I don't have to be on a meeting every day. I don't have to manage team. And so this video was really to share with you how I structure what I class as my one-person empire. I don't want to have a business that is corporate in structure. I don't want to have these convoluted meetings where I'm managing a bunch of things all of the time. I want to make sure that I am doing everything that I can to build the business in the structure that I truly desire. What I'm doing is centering the business growth around myself, my core values, my beliefs, my desires, my interests, because the most profitable niche is you. You should solve the problem that you have had or the one that you are currently solving, but you're just further down the line. For example, my first business was a personal training business. I was helping people get in shape, which is something that I did. And then eventually I launched a boot camp, helping people drop body fat. And then after that, I helped people grow group training businesses, gyms and boot camps. Then I launched some online programs and I helped people build their online business. Going through a healing journey, I started retraining in trauma and breath work, and I started mentoring some people around inner growth and entrepreneurship, because that's what I went through too. I went through a really challenging personal time. I hired a therapist and a coach who helped me through a period. And then a bunch of my clients were like, hey, I need some help there too. And I started creating training for them. And basically the idea of building a one-person empire based on you as the niche is that you're constantly handing back the secrets that you learn as you go. And it's this evolution of giving back to the people who are further down the line than you, and then seeking wisdom from people that might be further ahead than you. But then thinking of it as a holistic way in which you're expanding out from the sender. And so I want to build the business that I would have wanted on my journey. The training, the resources, the coaching, the support that I needed, because I realized we're not just a lead generation problem. We might have a lead generation, a sales problem, but also a mindset and belief problem. And so bringing all of that together is really powerful for clients. Now, in terms of structure, I basically have one employee. This one employee helps me with the core foundation of business. So with one-to-one calls with clients, she attends every single call. Maybe on that call, there's a resource that a client needs. She'll send them that resource. She takes notes of the call and then uploads the call recording to their Notion document that I have for that client. She basically shadows me on everything that I do so that I don't have to do any of the delivery pieces after that call. My desire is literally to show up to appointments, create content, and coach. That's it. I don't ever want to have to do anything else than that. I don't mind writing posts on social media. I don't mind writing emails and sending them out myself, but I don't want to have to go and dig into a membership site, grab a link and send it to someone. I want that taken care of for me. The second piece I have is a videographer who will edit my short form content, my YouTube videos, and film my live events. And he helps me with that in a way in which allows me to then focus on the message and the content, not the editing. What I see with most people is they're trying to do the video, they're trying to edit it on their phone, they're trying to post it on social media, and all of a sudden they're doing multiple different contexts of tasks, and they rarely get anything done. Right now I'm in the studio getting this filmed, which is the third pillar of this. I get my content outsourced to a studio who then piece it together. They send it to my videographer. My videographer takes that, he edits it, puts captions on, makes it look fancy. and then I get it back and post it on social media. So this entire process kind of like happens without me being involved. I sit here at an appointment and then I get back the finished result, which is a beautiful thing. The final piece is I have a virtual assistant. He helps with operations, invoice and emails, all of the little nitty gritty stuff that I don't want to do, he deals with. And when you structure your business this way and you have outsourced support, you don't have to have a big office. All of my team is virtual. I outsource help when I need it. For example, come to the studio, I book time and that's it. And this just allows you to build a business in the way that you truly want to build it. You know, the foundation of my consultant business over the last 10 years has been an email newsletter. I send 3 to 5 emails every single week. I generate leads to go onto my email list. I send 3 to 5 emails, then I get clients. Now I couple that with YouTube videos, podcast episodes, but also I do it with social media posts as well. And so when you look at the entire span of everything, you've got you as the sender. You are the most profitable niche. Create content talking about the things that you love. You know, I'm a jiu-jitsu brown belt. I am deep into men's work, relational polarity in a teacher training program that I'm in. I dug deep into trauma, into healing as I went through a really challenging period of my life. I've been a coach in self-development for 10 to 15 years. I've been business coaching for 10 years. It wouldn't make sense for me to just have one offer where I create a niche and then that's a solution to a kind of person. Like I want to work with people who are interested in health and fitness and vitality and they want to be the best performer that they can be. I also want to work with people who want to do the deep work. I don't want to work with people who are unwilling to look at their own shadow, unwilling to look at their own gaps or their flaws or their blind spots, because I want people to embody the growth holistically. And then my team, I want a lean and light team that I can rely upon, but equally that I can just manage simple processes that I don't need to think about, worry about, or even employ people to do per se. You know, you might have ad hoc projects that you need to get stuff done with. The beauty of today, leveraging AI, leveraging VAs, is that you can basically get support and help in very quick and easy ways without having to employ people. You know, suddenly if I employ a bunch of people, I've got to manage a bunch of people, which means I've got to be in meetings with a bunch of people. And honestly, like on a Thursday morning, I might just want to go to the gym and sit in the sauna till like 10 or 11 o'clock. You know, I might wake up one day and be like, you know what, screw it. I'm going to go for a hike and clear my head. Like I can't do that if I have an office, I have meetings, I have structure, I have this corporate thing. Like it's not what I want. The beauty of today, you can build a one-person empire to like 20 to 30 to 50 to 100 grand a month by packaging your knowledge in a way into a system and a process that other people can benefit from very simply and easily. And then you've got variant scale of like that process. Obviously in the early days, you aren't going to be able to hire the outsourced staff that I have. But as you progress and go, you basically begin to outsource the processes that you don't want to do anymore. And I think this comes down to having vision for how you want to lead and live your life and your business. I don't want to do anything that I don't want to do in my business. I don't want to do sales calls. So now I decided to build a process where we don't do sales calls anymore. The only way that I will speak to somebody on the phone is if they already know what I do, how I can help them, they've seen case studies and results, and they have an idea of investment and price. I will happily get on the phone to somebody who has those pieces of information, but without that, I ain't getting on the phone to a stranger. There's nothing I'm doing with that. Like I ain't wasting any of my time. And so over the period of 10 years, I've started to chip away and make things more and more efficient. And now it comprises of simply an email list, an Instagram channel, a YouTube channel, Spotify or podcast or wherever you consume podcast. And that's pretty much my entire business. That's where I get the majority of my clients. So hopefully this was helpful. This is an insight into building a one-person empire. You know, we've got clients doing this, building 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 grand a month businesses. You could do the same. If anything that I've said has resonated and you would like some support to do this, find my Instagram. It's me, Chris_Brown. Shoot me a message over there and we'll happily chat. But for now, take care and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.